Hello and welcome back to the channel where we are building a video game from scratch using Love2d and Lua. We are working on the road to the demo here. We're hoping to finish the demo by the end of this month. We're doing pretty good. We've got our loot minigame in place with Tome 1 that you get right here. So you get an ancient tome and then you can equip it, unequip it, play your song. As long as your loot is equipped, you can play the song. It counts how many you've missed. We actually just unequipped our loot tome on accident there, so today we are going to be working on adding our greenTunic treasure chest into the dungeon here, because right now we don't actually have a way for the player to get the greenTunic, so we will add it here, much like we added the tome in the other place, so that they work their way through, they open the treasure chest here, get the tunic, and they can come out, block the bat with their newfound ability to push. So that's the last thing before our dungeon 1 is done. Then we need to work on basically our win state for our demo, which is just going to be if you are playing the song and you get to the end of the song with a success state of missing less than 5 notes of the 28 notes in song 1, then we will trigger the waters to be cleansed. So like we already have that where the purple water turns into blue water, but we need to actually trigger it based on a successful song. And that's what's on the docket today. So let's add to our dungeon our treasure chest with a greenTunic inside, which we don't have a very pretty looking greenTunic in the inventory. It looks very nasty. So we might want to polish that up just a bit, but scene 411 is dungeon here. So let us spawn here. Okay, we will spawn here at 411, and then we will insert a treasure chest with the contents of a greenTunic, which we need to make a sprite for. So come on, man. Okay. There we go. We do have a greenTunic actually. greenTunic solo is what it is. I did not mean to open it in Photoshop. greenTunic solo. So we do already have this, which is good. We can use this as the contents field for the image that is in the treasure chest. Why does it do me like that, dude? There we go. GreenTunic. It is not pretty. There's something charming to me about how ugly it is. Here are the colors for the GreenTunic. So let's just at least get the colors right. Yeah, no? Alright, GreenTunic. So, how we go about this is we have a treasure chest that we insert into the scene, into the collidable map objects. So in our collision for collidable map objects, we have a treasure chest type detection. So how we have to do this is kind of two-part process. And we basically say that this is going to be GreenTunic chest. Now this is what, 411? Okay. We need to find which row and column we need to put the treasure chests instead of 2, 4. So yes, it is not here. It is a 4, but it is not a 2. It is a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 4. So we'll say 8 over, 8 tiles over, 4 tiles down, and we want GreenTunic in here. Now we can't just say GreenTunic and have it magically work. What we have to do is go to the treasure chest class and say if the contents being passed in are equal to that of GreenTunic, which is what we just typed in there, then that is setting the image that is being pulled out of the treasure chest as the GreenTunic solo, whatever it was. Now, it doesn't make a lot of sense to reinitialize it like this. So what we can do is just say GreenTunic solo from our drawable is the new image here. So we can just say GreenTunic solo. It should be able to pick that up. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I just spawned right in a hole. Bro. Okay. Okay, it didn't like that. Didn't like the drawable being global, so what we'll do is just add it explicitly. Okay. Sweet. Bro, we spawned right in the hole. Dude. Oh! Alright. Yep. GreenTunic is in there, technically. Feel like we clearly need to set the position of the treasure X and Y higher. Or not higher, but more appropriately. I kind of want to see what this would look like right here. Looks a little weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It looks bad. Like it's not a great artwork design. But Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't have to look great. Should look like what we've got wearing. That looks okay. I think that's okay. I'd like it if it wasn't so ugly, but actually, you know what? The silhouette looks better. Yeah, the silhouette looks better than the filled-in version. Do you see that? Let's remake the silhouette with the right colors, and I think it'll look better. Yeah, let's try that. So if we go to the mock-up, this is that silhouette I was talking about. I don't know how I feel about this. Okay, I think this is getting there. Looks strange. Looks strange. I mean, I do like this one better. I don't know if I like it going that high. Maybe we just do this. Does that read as a tunic? It's almost like it needs a bigger neck part. Because it almost kind of looks like a onesie in a way. Let's see. Let's see how it looks in game, and then we'll decide. Yo, see ya, RZ. Thanks for hanging. Oh, dude. It looks like a onesie, man. I don't know. It looks like a onesie. The way it kind of curls in. Does look better. Looks like a onesie, though. I think I'm... Yeah, maybe if we flare out the base just a bit. know. It doesn't look like a t-shirt, or it doesn't look like a tunic. It looks like a dress or something. It looks so jacked up. Oh my god. It looks so off. Is that looking better? What's weird is that I don't know. It's like it looked better when I had it all ugly. Maybe we just go with the ugly one, man. Something about the ugly one is more readable. I don't know why. It didn't reset. What the heck? Okay, that should be it. Okay. I don't know why the ugly one works, man. I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. We'll just get it the right color. Yeah, something about this one doesn't look like a onesie because it kind of comes out this way. I don't know why it looks better, but it does, so we'll run with it like we have been. At least I updated the colors, so let's see. We still spawn in there. Okay, so let's set treasure X and treasure Y for this. Should be close to what the tome is. We'll try just giving it the tome coordinates and see. But it should be just directly above the player and look like he's holding it, yeah. Bro. Why? Why? Contents, green tunic. That's close. It should be down and to the left. So let's try that. Okay, a little up, maybe 6 pixels worth. Okay, right 1 and up 2. Boom. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. Sweet. Let's do this in our map declarations. We say, wow, you found the tunic of strength. And then something like how can we say this where we say, like, not outwardly like, hey, you can push crates and boulders now, right? We wanted to say, like, heavy objects are no match for your strength or something, like. Say something like this, where we can say, heavy objects now feel light to you when you push them. Heavy objects now feel light when you push them. Something like that. Okay, open it. You found the tunic of strength. Heavy objects now feel light when you push them. And then we had an empty space there for some reason. Oh, we had a double space here, which adds up. We need a single space. That should do it. Whoa, dude. What the? What? You found the tunic of strength. Heavy objects now feel light when you push them. Sweet. Okay. Okay, one thing we do need, let's see if the treasure persists open. It does persist open, so we cannot get the tunic once we've already gotten the tunic. We need to remember that. So we need to add to the save file, right, when we save it, that this state is already open. So that's one thing. We also need the it's not really a case for this particular treasure chest, but if we have the green tunic equipped and we open a treasure chest, see how it's rendering these green dots in front of our player, and that's because it renders our player tunic over the animation that it is technically at. So like it's facing left and in the walk animation, or facing up and in the walk animation. I don't get why it does look weird like that. Yeah, I don't see what angle of green that would actually be pulling. It kind of looks like a facing down, but not really. I don't know what animation it's rendering there. So we basically, let's see where we're doing this show off, right? It's called show off, where we change it so that he's showing off the thing he found. And where are we doing this? In a treasure chest, we're changing the animation to show off. So show off is just an animation attached to our player. There is a show off item as part of the treasure chest. Show off mage intro. Shit, man. Okay, I think we need to add show off as a boolean to our character. And instead of changing our animation based on when we interact with a treasure chest, but we change our show off when we act to a treasure chest, and then that way in our player render for either our walk state or our idle state, we can say if we are showing off, do not render the tunic layer and instead render the green, whatever the appropriate color tunic on top. So where do we do the player show off? Right here in the open treasure chest function. Okay. Now when do we change? It's almost like, oh god, man. Okay, well the good thing, like when we open a treasure chest, we stop updating the scene, which means we stop updating the player. So if we were to just have a setting our global players show off to false once we advance past the last page of a dialog box, we can ensure that we're always turning that boolean off. And then in our walk state and idle state, we can change this animation to show off if we are .showing off true, as well as conditionally rendering the other tunic layer in the state. So let's do this. G player show off gets true. Defaults to not showing off. So we say player show off gets true here. Now what we need to do in the walk state is if we're showing off, change state to show off. So let's go find our player, what is it? Player walk state. Okay, when we're doing this tunic stuff, we basically want to say at the end of the render, actually it's not, shoot. This is in the update. In the update, at the end of our update, we need to say that if our players show off, then we change the animation to ourself to be show off. Now right now, if we run this and it works as expected, it won't change back from a show off animation, I believe, but we'll test it. So let's see. Oh shoot. There we go. Okay. It didn't show off. It didn't show off. And then shoot. Then we've okay. Let's try to change it on the global player maybe. But also, this is in the update. We have to do this. Oh, in the walk state. Okay, we need this. We need this in the idle state as well. So we'll do this at the end of the idle state. Still didn't work. Oh, there we go. We show. Oh no, man. Well. Oh my gosh, this is the MC Hammer update. Okay. So the issue is it did change to show off. But it didn't do it before we stopped updating the scene, so we just didn't even see it happen. So it's like we have to do this in the open. I think we have to keep this. Yeah, I think we keep this in the open treasure chest function, like where we used to have it. So let's do this. Open chest in treasure chest. We have a show off true. We can say, by the way, since show off is true, we want to do this. But when we go and render, yeah, this should work, because we do, you know, we're swapping the boolean. We're not flushing the show off upon advancing through the last page of dialogue, but this should get us to show off, which it does. So now we just need to add the conditional rendering for the tunic, as long as we're not showing off. So I guess we could print up the state, but ideally when we go to do this tunic, not if we're falling, but if we're not falling. If we're not falling. Okay, we're not falling. So we want to do this, all of this stuff. We only want to do this if we're not showing off. Yeah. So if we're not showing off, go ahead and render those tunics as normal. And this is just in our walk state. We need this in idle state as well. So if not, players show off. Here we go. If we're not falling, we want to say, if we're not showing off, go ahead and render that tunic. This won't get green tunic on the show off just yet, but it should stop rendering the incorrect green. So let's hope it does that. Let's see. Oh my god. Nice. Yeah. Sweet. Okay. So I guess what we still need to do is it's almost like we can do this. We could get a little cheeky and put it in the treasure chest function, because we only need it, well, No, we can't do it in the treasure chest function because in the opening cinematic we get Flamma from Mage. And that is not tied to the treasure chest. It's tied to the showOff. So we basically need to just add a little render here at the end of everything. We can say, well, if we're showing off, you know, if our player's showing off, then we need to render the tunic based on what's rendered. So like right now for we only have the blue green tunic in the game as of yet. So we're just gonna say, well, if our green tunic is equipped and we're showing off, then let's go ahead and just draw. We're gonna say that we're gonna draw our... We don't even have this yet. We don't even have this. I need to make this. So what I need to do is open up our showOff. Now we need a layer that is just green. Okay, so we need to export this as a greenTunic showOff. ShowOff greenTunic. Export as PNG. greenTunic solo. Dude, we don't have it. I hate this, man. Why when I do this it just doesn't save proper? Okay, showOff greenTunic is in there now. Okay, so we need to import it. showOff greenTunic. Okay, we might need this though. What just happened? The heck, dude? showOff greenTunic, that's what we need. showOff greenTunic. I don't think we'll crash. Okay. We need to now put this right here where we say, in our player idle state, do we have access to just putting a showOff greenTunic? Curious if it'll let us do this even. I don't see it, but oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. It's in the idle state. I don't know. Let's make sure we're in the idle state by the time we hit it, because it's like the issue is... Oh my gosh, that is so weird. Oh my god. The issue is we stop updating the scene when we open a treasure chest, and that means that we are not turning into showOff, yeah, so it's like... Oh, that worked. Okay. Okay. So instead of at 0, 0, we want to do this at math floor, player X position, and a Y of player Y. Okay, and then we need to turn off our showOff, because our showOff is technically only controlling the render for the tunic. So we need something in the dialogue system that turns this off when we advance. You know, we could manually set it in the update, but I don't like the idea of reassigning it every frame. So part of me thinks that we just put it here when we do this if the current page is equal to the last page. Something like that. End of page. We basically turn off showOff. It's working, man. I mean, you can't really open the green tunic with the tunic equipped. Oh no. Oh no. All right. Our showOff is still on. Why does it not? Let's do it here. We'll do this. Default dialogue option. Rest option. This is not a rest option dialog box. And this is the reset for... Okay, so this, it should only be right here. We put showOff gets false only if the current page is equal to the last page and A is pressed. Okay. Oh my god. It worked. It worked. Let's try the tome. We'll open the tome and see. You can't open it from this way by design, so we gotta run through the dungeon, man. Let's go. Let's take a shortcut over here. Oh my god. Oh my god, he almost killed me. Fastbat is crazy, man. Okay, we did it. We made it through the dungeon. I'm gonna come out to the tome. And we're gonna see. Yo, I got an ancient tome. It is engraved with elegant music. Sweet, sweet. Oh my god, what the fuck was that? What's that? Dude. What the fuck? Tome? Tome? It's because I early quit. Oh, it's because I early quit. Oh, man. Yeah, it's because I early quit. Early termination is an early break. It's like a go-to statement. This is the only time I've used that. I should go to early break, early break, early break, early break. Where do we define this thing? This is an early break. So if it's an early break, we gotta... we're putting it in here. Where the heck is early break defined? I don't know where we even define this. I mean, is it defined in between these two blocks? Well, we know this happened because we pressed Action B, so if Action B is pressed, we just become unshown off. That should fix it. We might have to run to the dungeon again. I guess we could also check Mage's Castle, because there is a dungeon with our loot there, or a room with our loot. I also want to make sure the render order layer is working for our loot and for our treasure chests here. So we're wearing... Okay, so I'm going to early cancel it, and it looks like it worked. Okay, cool. I don't like the idea that... Uh-oh, what the heck, dude? What the heck? What the heck is that, man? There's gotta be an accidental extra ancient loot in there. What the heck? No, it's just one. Does that mean our tome is jacked up too? Let's try to put us back at the tome. Oof, we're not rendering our greenTunic here. Why not? We didn't render our showOff. What the heck just happened, man? Okay, let's try Mage's Castle. It worked on there. The heck, dude? Our tunic's equipped. It worked that time. What the heck? It doesn't work from the side? From a walk state, maybe? It didn't work in a walk state? Side, but idle state, it works. Sidewalk state, no. Okay, so our showOff, it's just an open chest, man. We just put it in an open chest. Had nothing to do with the walk state. Open chest, open chest. We do it. We do it when we open the state, man. I mean, I guess we can put it, I don't know, towards the end of this function, but doesn't really make any sense why it would not work. Let's see, if we walk up but we're in walk state, yeah, it doesn't work. So it's like the walk state is, you know, it's... This tells me our showOff. It's not, you know, this is working. It's just that showOff isn't. Because if we were to turn, yeah, if we were to turn this off, yeah, it stops rendering the showOff. So we just had showOff. It's still, he goes into showOff mode, even if we're walking. Yeah, he goes into showOff mode. So why is it that we can't just render? I guess it comes down to where we're actually rendering the showOff greenTunic. What the heck? What the heck? Right here. This is in our idle state, not our walk state. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. Walk state. Let's see. Nice. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Sweet. greenTunic and treasure chest added. We still need to do this. We also added the showOff. Where did we do that? I don't even think we added it. We need greenTunic for death animation. Okay, okay. Well, we need to. I'm out of steam, so I'm gonna have to call it a night. We need to finish the demo trigger when you complete the song, and you're on the right scene. And we have that triggered to a key button press right now, but now it just needs to be a check in the loot state. If by the time our song is finished, we count up our total incorrect. If incorrect is less than 5, then we're going to go ahead and say, let's go ahead and trigger the corrupted waters to render blue. We also need to kind of set like a timer for our player to not move, so we can kind of lock in our player. So maybe we have a cinematic state that allows, it's essentially going to be like pausing the game for a set amount of time until that plays out. Maybe play some magical music or something for that. I don't have that, so I don't know. Might not happen for the demo, but if we can add that tomorrow. I'm going to also think about some new NPCs I can work on. I might do some art off stream to implement by tomorrow night. It's coming together though. This is the really good progress for the demo. I'm feeling confident we're going to be done by the end of the month, as long as we don't get the idea to add any new features. So I think we're good. I'm going to call it a night, and then we can find someone to raid out to. Okay, let's just look at what we did. Okay, we added a showOff field to our player so we could render the greenTunic upon a showOff. We also added the greenTunic to a treasure chest in the dungeon, which is really nice. And then we added, we took out the rendering for the greenTunic walk state if you're in a showOff. So it only renders one. So we can say add showOff render for, and I want to say that this is add greenTunic just to dungeon 1. To greenTunic layer. Sweet. All right, let's run credits and we'll call it a night. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow with some more game programming progress. Let's see who is streaming. We got Jed, we got Will, we got Sninko. Booyah. I'll hit up Sninko. Thanks for watching, y'all. Hope y'all have a great day. Have a good night. Catch you later.